What's up, y'all? Dave Cuts here, back with another video, and today I'm gonna be showing you guys how I do a beard. I'm not talking about no peach fuzz beard, no rabbit fur beard. I'm talking about a man's beard. So if you guys like this video, if you find value in this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment, share it with somebody else who you think is gonna find it valuable, and I will see you guys at the end of the video. All right, y'all, so in this haircut, I wanted to show y'all in detail how I tackle this beard. And the first thing I'm gonna do is comb it out. I wanna make sure all the coils, all the curls, whatever he was sleeping on that's kind of matted together, I wanna kind of comb it out and then hit it with just a little bit of hairspray just to kind of keep the beard locked in place so that when I go to freehand, everything stays where I want it to be. It's not moving around, the clipper's not pushing the hair and everything like that. So the first thing I do is just establish the length that I want this beard to be. So I'm going right in the middle and I'm cutting right where the client said that the length that he wanted his beard, and then I'll show him just to make sure, hey, is that good? Is that the length that you wanted? Do you want it a little shorter? And he said this was a good length, so this is where we're going. Now, when I work with beards, I try to imagine a box. The same way I work on the top when I'm cutting with scissors, I try to imagine the box is the same thing with a beard. Start at the bottom and make that straight. You saw how I came in straight at the bottom. Then I'm going flat down the sides so that his beard isn't puffing out and it's not making his face look fat. We're trying to, slim his face out a little bit. Then I come from the side and again, go straight at the bottom of the beard, taking off whatever is kind of hanging out of place. Now you can see with his beard, he's got a lot of red hair, a lot of gray hair, so it gets very wiry. So eventually we're gonna come in with the scissors, we're gonna clean it up, but I like to do the bulk of the beard work, the sculpting of the beard with my clipper. And then again, imagining that box shape, I come from over the top of the client just to knock down whatever is like protruding outward from his beard. This is a cool beard, man. I wish I had a beard like this. I'm gonna have to grow mine out. And you wanna take your time on something like this. You don't wanna rush because you might end up chipping his beard and then he's gonna be really upset. So now that we did the bulk of the work with the clipper, we're just gonna go in and kind of like tap at some of the wild hairs that are hanging out, make sure that it's nice and neat. And he did say he wanted his mustache trimmed a little bit, so I'm gonna do that, because it was looking kind of unruly. But what you don't want to do is just go in there and just lop the mustache off with like a number 1 or something like that. It's better to start off a little bit longer because you can always take hair off, you can't put it back on. So if I would have just went in there with like a number 1, I would have ruined the whole thing. And you also got to think too, if you've got a big kind of like, like Oliver Anthony type Duck Dynasty beard like this, you don't want a really small mustache. He's gonna look Amish, you know what I mean? Or he's gonna look Dominican, or whatever you wanna call it. You wanna keep some of that mustache because it actually flows with the beard and it makes the beard look a lot fuller by having the mustache there. So you see we're just kind of lifting it up with the comb and just taking a little bit off with our clipper. Sorry, y'all gotta look at my elbows. Just want to make sure that you comb through the beard so that everything is like in its place. And even right here, trying to get what's underneath, because sometimes you can come, with the clipper straight on to kind of get the length, establish the length that you want, but there's still going to be some extra hairs underneath that are like closer to the Adam's apple that might hang out a little longer. So that's what I'm making sure that I get right here. And now this is just like the kind of like a detailing portion, like fine tuning the beard. So I'm taking my scissors and I'm just kind of lopping, not lopping off, but like just kind of getting the little flyaways, stuff that's like protruding out of the shape that we want to make with the beard. Because I don't want it to be too sharp. If you notice, even when you're cutting the top, the way a clipper cuts and the way scissors cut give you two different results. Scissors are going to give you more of like a softer look. You know, everything's kind of going to be like a less hard, less spiky. But if you use a clipper, it's good for knocking off a lot of you know, a lot of hair at one time. But it's gonna kind of give you like almost like a spikier look. It'll give you like a harder finish. So that's why I'm going through with my scissors to make sure that it's nice and, you know, nice and soft. There's no flyaway hairs. And here we're just trimming up the mustache with our trimmer. This is the Saber. And I like this because it's a strong clipper. I mean, it's a strong trimmer. So it's good for, you know, taking care of that coarse hair. And remember, like I said, I want to keep the majority of this mustache. I want to keep this mustache full, but I want it off his lip. You know, you can imagine how annoying that is to have hair curling down into your lip while you're trying to eat, or, you know, whatever you choose to do. So we're just cleaning the mustache off of his lip, make it a little neater. These wild hairs that are like poking out and protruding from the mustache, we're gonna knock those off too. And here I'm just cleaning up like the side of his beard, like right where his ear is, getting all that loose hair that's like grows, you know, all the way back around his ear. I asked him if he wanted me to like line up under his neck, but we decided not to, just because his beard is so full, you're not gonna see that anyway, and it's better off not to, you know, compromise the density of his beard by going in with the trimmer. And here we're just gonna fade out the top. Just a light blend to go into that bald fade, so that way he doesn't have like a hard line on his beard. You want it to look like the haircut and the beard flow together. Like even if he didn't want his beard, I would still blend in the top. Even if he didn't want his beard, you know, done or cut or whatever, I would still blend it in with the top, just so that it looks like it goes together. So we did the one open, the one closed, and slowly work our way closed until it's blended. And now here I'm just hitting the top of the beard with the razor. Notice I didn't go in with the trimmer because I didn't want to risk compromising, you know, his beard. Sometimes you have a little bit more control with the razor than you do with the trimmer. So I just went right in with my razor, just to get those loose hairs. He already has a pretty nice beard line, so I'm just kind of sharpening it up. But as you can see, the beard looks a whole lot different from when we started. And there it is. The Oliver Anthony, the Duck Dynasty with a twist. I think the beard looks really clean. It looks a lot better than how he came in. We took about a third off. So, look at that. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and if you did, please, like I said, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share it with somebody you think is gonna like this video, that's gonna find some value out of this video, that's gonna learn something, that's gonna take it, apply it, and do something with it to change their life. So, with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next video.